Love is in the house now. To house many will need. Don't you ever be proud to humble before Him. He's ever longing to hold you. Just give your life to Him in truth, and He will lead you back from Babylon. Say, He's my God and my Lord. He's my strength.
Here is the Copper's Lodge. Copper Taiwo, you are going to be staying here, so you can have a look at the inside. And then Copper Johnson, you can also have a look at what is inside. This place? Yes, let's go inside.
I'm free and I am back from Babylon. Running over like streams, never looking back, turning in a wild kill. The wall is broken again. The center could not hold no more, until my friend and Savior I found my peace when my Savior.
The chemistry laboratory. Okay, and call me Mr. Okpadere immediately.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Principal, sir, these are the two coppers posted to the school. Johnson for computer science and Taiwo for business studies and accounts.
Oh, you're most welcome, gentlemen of the corps. Please have your seats.
Thank you very much.
Have your seats. Mr. Adetunji, thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
You may go now.
Thank you.
Yes, you are...
I am Johnson Kalejayi, sir.
I am Copper Taiwo Richard, sir.
I see. It's nice having you here. I'm sure Mr. Adetunji has shown you around the school.
Yes, sir.
I'm also sure that you have moved into the Copper's Lodge. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, this school has a high standard of discipline and excellent performance. That is why we work tirelessly with total dedication, and I mean total dedication, to maintain the high standards. Make sure you obey all school rules and regulations and always be at your duty post. Join us in this commitment to excellence. I remember last year we had a copper. He gave us a lot of problems. He was never available to teach. He was always traveling. And since the service year is just 1 year, concentrate, do your best, and make your input to the success of this school. I am sure that you're going to have a very pleasant stay here.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, you need to sign our acceptance slip, sir. Okay, you need to sign it.
I'll quickly sign.
Take me out of my Babylon.
We need to tell you some very important things. You know you are going into the boarding school now. Arin, you are going into SS3. And Keaton, you are going into the boarding school for the very first time. You have to be very careful of temptations and with worldly things.
You see, we have always been advising you as good parents. Mommy and I, alright, I've been telling you this from time to time, that you need to beware of the devices of the devil. He entices with several things, and most especially the pleasures of this world. You must be careful as young girls, so that you may not fall. Okay?
Your dad is very right. You see, as young Christian girls, the devil can use anything to lure you. He can use bad music, bad magazines, even boys to lure you, you have to be very careful. You know, a lot of them have sugar-coated tongues, and they can make empty promises just for only one thing, to defile you.
Mommy. Not all of them can be that bad.
You are right, Keaton. That's very true. But you know, at this stage, they are young, and they don't know their left from their right. There's always this unholy desire for pleasure at this stage.
You know your mommy is right. In fact, the devil uses several ways, alright, to lure you young ones into doing what you would not have done. You have to be good girls. Be of good behavior. Respect your seniors and your teachers. And not only that, remember the children of whom you are. First and foremost, the children of God. Second, the children of Mrs. and Mr. Williams. Okay?
Your dad has said it all. So, girls, do you promise to be good?
Yes, Mommy. Promise to be good.
Now, you can go. Go and pack your things.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Come, Daniel.
I think we really need to be very prayerful with these kids.
That's true.
You know, they are young girls, they can easily be lured. Especially Anne. I've always noticed that she can easily be influenced.
Now listen, one of Keaton too is young and gullible. So we don't just need to pray for Anne alone, we need to pray for the two of them. I mean, the two girls. Huh?
In this foreign land, love without you is an empty wall.
Where did she get all this from? This is set. BC! Ma! Come here, we come over here.
I'm coming.
BC, come here. Where did you get all this from? Where did you get the sets from? Who bought this answers for you? These are contraband in your school. Where did you get all this one from? BC, can't you talk? I'm talking to you. Where did you get all this from? You know your father is dead and your mother is in Ghana. She left you in my care. So this is how you want to live your life, eh? Why am I not beating you? It's of no use. You can live your life any way you want. You can go to sleep with boys, do anything you want in school, go to parties. But remember, I finished my education, I'm true. And that's why you can stay here with me. It's left to you to take your decisions yourself. Come on, open this box for me. Let me see what's inside. Come on, open this box for me. Let me see what's inside. You don't know how to open it again, eh?
I'm opening it now.
Where did you get all these clothes from, BC? Where did you get all these clothes from?
I need them.
Need them for what? Yeah. Take them back into the room. Take everything back into the room. Where did you get all this from? You need only your uniform and your housewear and probably your sportswear. Not all this in a boarding school. Take them back into the room right away. Sport girl.
BC.
Why?
It's good to be back in school. I mean, really, really good. You have missed the fun. Missed it so much.
You can say that again, baby girl. I've missed all the fun. You know what I missed most?
What's that?
Your body, girl.
Bad girl.
You laughing? It's fun now. In fact, we got to do it tonight.
Okay. I can feel you. I'm all yours for the asking. Is that settled?
Yeah, great. You're talking. Have you heard that one handsome couple I just saw in school now?
Really?
And it's all out for girls.
All out for girls?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That means double fun and more escapades or e-girls. Come on, give me 5.
Oh, you're talking.
Let me talk about one, Jay. What's not your name? What did Mr. Wayika call her name? Kito Williams. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So, how are you?
I'm fine.
Wow. You really are a fine girl. You're pretty.
See how her face dey glow. Oh man, boys group.
Thanks for your compliments. I hope you have gone around, you have put your things in the wardrobe, you have seen the toilet, you have seen the school.
I've been to everywhere. Yeah. Man, this room is quite a nice room.
Really? You know why?
Why?
It's because lively babes like us are the ones occupying it. I hope you are bubbling too.
Yeah. If you're in this room, you have to know how to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Fun. Well, I like the thought of having fun. But that's the farthest I've got. I've always lived a sheltered life.
I hope you will not come and shelter yourself here.
How can I? Look, if you teach me how to have fun, I'll master everything. And even teach you new styles.
That is the kind of girl I like. You know what? We'll teach you every bit of it. Trust us. Keaton Williams.
I can't do that, Johnson. I'm a child of God.
I just felt that since we are here together, maybe the rub body now. What do you feel?
But at this stage of your life, why don't you give your life to Jesus Christ and settle down to a more meaningful life? I will advise you to be born again. And you should realize that Jesus Christ shed his blood because of your sin and bore your iniquities.
Oh, stop making a sin out of all this. I didn't ask for preaching. I just said make with the tangle. If you don't want to, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. There's so much fun all around. So much other fun. When I got to class today, I can see that they are girls. They are full grown in this school. Come and see shapes. Fat, yellow, slender. Every size you want, I will enjoy myself.
Just
enjoy myself.
So you mean you want to be messing around with secondary school girls? I'm ashamed of you. You're supposed to be playing on their innocence.
Innocence? Innocence? Innocence indeed. Who told you they are innocent? Those girls sabi story. Come and see one that was even eyeing me in class today. She was eyeing me herself. I can't wait for tomorrow to come so that I can see her. If you know what I enjoy, it's okay. I go enjoy.
Lord, you need to touch the heart of this boy. I can't believe what I'm hearing.
I'm free and I am back from Babylon.
Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Mr. Adetuji, and I am your new economics teacher. I'll be taking over from Mrs. Abimbola, who is presently on maternity leave. I hope you will enjoy my teaching.
Yes, sir.
And if you have any problem, feel free to come to me. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Now, we shall be starting this class with the revision of what we did last time. And I want someone to stand up and clearly define and explain the term economics. Is there no one? Okay, you.
Economics has had different definitions since the publication of Inquiry into the Nature and Cause of Wealth by Adam Smith, who is the father of economics. But the most acceptable definition is that of Professor Lord Robbins, who says economics is a social science that studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means, which has alternative uses. It's a social science.
Will you be quiet? Please go on.
It is a social science because it uses scientific methods to arrive at its solutions. Unlike physics and chemistry, where hypothesis is tested with test tubes and cylinders, it is based on the assumption of all things being equal. Economics has the basic concepts of scarcity, choice, want, scale of preference, utility, and opportunity cost. It is also faced with the problems of what to produce, for whom to produce, how to produce, and the efficient allocation of scarce resources. The solution to these problems is based on the type of economic system, which could be socialist, capitalist, or the mixed economic system.
Wow, class, give her a round of applause. That is
how an economic should speak. What is your name?
Ariola Williams, sir.
That is very, very impressive of you. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, you are lucky for it. Your name is not lucky for nothing.
You know what? If you see the car my father just bought, the latest of the BMWs, it's worth clear 6 million naira.
Yeah, 6 million.
That is
Shada baby. How are you doing, man?
We are surprised. That's the cheapest we've bought so far. If I tell you my father is a business tycoon, you don't always believe me. If you come to my house, the building has 10 rooms, 5 executive dining rooms.
Man, haven't you finished?
Finished. Hold on. It has a gymnasium, a swimming pool, and at the garage, a fleet of 35 cars.
Yay! That's almost 50 times my house. Yeah. And I pride myself saying my father is rich.
Lucky. For how long are you going to continue boasting about your father's wealth? Instead of working so hard to earn your own wealth. Eh? Your father's wealth cannot take you anywhere, Lucky. Eh? And it's not as if you know anything. You don't know anything. Never has your report sheet shown any color than red. Even the principal's comment is written in red. Nothing in your head. Hey, when are you going to get serious? Tell me. Oh my God. Lawyer, no. Doctor, no. Engineer, no. So irresponsible. Ah, my God. And you? Follow us close and fear weather friends. Continue to stand there, listening to his empty tales. If you don't get out of this place, I will deal with you. Get out!
My Babylon. I can't go on in this foreign land. What? Are you I wanna come home back from Babylon. Take me out of my Babylon. I can't go on in this foreign land. Life without you is an empty one. I wanna come home back from Babylon.
God is really good. I mean, look at the way He has really changed me. I came in as an unbeliever, but God made me to meet Christians like you. Praise God. You know, Irene, I was involved in lesbianism. I still regret it. My elder sister back at home led me into it. But thank God for Kopataiwo. She prayed for me to be delivered from that lustful desire.
You know, I really thank God for my parents back at home too. If not for them, maybe I would have been telling a bitter story by now too. They really led my sister and I in the way of the Lord.
God is good.
Yes, God is really good.
You girls are really looking good.
Thank you, ma.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, ma.
Honestly, how I wish all the other girls are like you. You are godly girls, full of virtue. Apart from the fact that you are godly, you also top your class. Oh, what a wonderful combination. I'm so proud of you. I just want you to keep it up, because the devil is not resting over your case. I don't want you to fall for the devil in any way. I want you to resist him and he will flee away. He's not gisting or resting or reading or sleeping. He's always looking for how to make you to fall. And I know that the Lord will uphold you.
Yeah, come and see. A girl of 16 getting pregnant? Oh my God. My God.
Is that what is alarming you? Haven't you seen girls of 14 doing abortion?
What?
Yes. You wonder at what age they start to mess around.
My God.
then we have to start praying for these girls. I mean, Ale and Kiton. Yes. Because we don't even know what they are doing now in school. We must consistently pray for these girls.
Especially Irene. You know she's in SS3 now. She needs more prayers.
I think they both need prayers. In our fast and prayers tomorrow, we must center it on them. The Lord must help us upon this.
Amen.
Joking. So, when do we meet again?
I'll see you again on Wednesday during break.
You know, I just like seeing you around every time. It's always fun.
Hey, that reminds me. Help me to talk to Kopataru now. I did well in my account test. Tell her to upgrade my marks now.
Taiwoke. Hey, don't you know her?
What about her?
She's as staunch as you. She won't do a thing like that. She will tell you some godly.
But why is Kopataru like that? Our former auntie, Kopayemi, she used to do it for us now. What's the big deal, the whole thing?
You don't worry. Don't worry. You know that you and your friends, you don't have any problem in my own subject. You will do well. Definitely pass. Forget it.
I want to leave.
I would want us to be finding time like this.
No problem. She will come again on Wednesday.
All right.
Where are you coming from?
From Copper Johnson's room.
Copper Johnson's room. What did you go and do there?
I went to submit my computer assignment.
Computer assignments? I hope it's only your computer assignment you went to submit there. I hope you did not submit your body as well. Come on, get out of here.
Bye-bye.
Copper Johnson.
Would you believe that Deji Kelani asked me out?
It's a lie.
How can I be lying? What is there about that thing to Deji about? How much more lying? Forbid.
So, what was your reply?
Capital no.
Good.
But you see, I really think I shouldn't have left him the way I did.
How did you leave?
I asked him if I became his girlfriend, if he'll marry me if I got pregnant.
But that's a good question. And so, what did they say?
He didn't say anything. He just looked down dejectedly. You know Deji now.
Silly thing. I know. It is immorality that fills the head of all those boys.
You see, what I don't like is the way I just said, I know you don't know what you are doing. You know, it was so sarcastic and I just walked away.
But there's nothing wrong in that.
There's everything wrong with it. Look, Dolapo, I think I should have preached to him. I should have talked to him the way a good Christian should. You see, he really flattered me. He said he couldn't eat, couldn't listen in class, couldn't sleep. Always dreamt of me. It's not funny.
Who says it is? It sounds like one of those modern day musicians. How? I can imagine it. Eh? Oh, I love you, baby. I can't do anything.
Dolapo, sit down. I can't even believe you are doing this. This is a guy that cannot even listen. He cannot pass a simple test. The primary reason why he's here. I'm sure he spent a lot of time rehearsing how to talk to me, and then I went ahead and treated him so badly. See, the bottom line is, he's an unbeliever. And I should have preached to him. I should have said something. Jesus didn't die for only both of us in this school, Dolapo.
You are right there, you know. I see what you mean, but immediately you start preaching to a boy like Deji, you walk away.
I should have tried. At least I sowed the seed. Morning, noon and night. The Bible says you don't know which one will prosper and bear fruit.
That's true. Cheer up, girl. You've done your best by worrying about him. Eh? All you need to do now is pray for him.
I guess.
Okay. Since you're talking about boy and girlfriend relationship, I think you should talk to your sister about her choice of a boyfriend.
What do you mean?
So you don't know?
No, what? Tell me now, what is it?
Okay. I'll tell you. You see, Giton's friend, Jockey and BC, has organized a boyfriend for her. Nelson Olanrewaju, the famous girl eater. Jesus is Lord.
I told Keaton, I told her not to move with Joke and BC. Those girls have been in this school since everlasting. I told her to move with the other classmates and she said she would.
Well, your sister has done otherwise.
My God, what is all this now? What is all this?
Calm down, Calm down. What you need to do now is talk to her. You need to talk to her. I know you are not happy about this, but worry won't help the matter. All you have to do is talk to her.
Okay, I will go right now and tell her exactly what I think of her.
You will do no such thing. Where is the Christian in you? With the way you are now, there is no guarantee you get anything done. You need to pray for the best direction and the best way to talk to her.
Did you hear about the party last night? It was something else, you know.
Oh yeah? Just me now.
You know Joke and BC. Those girls in the middle room, very close to the
Joke
laundry.
And BC?
Yes, they were there too.
Are you serious?
Very serious.
But I heard they were almost caught once. So you mean after that, they still had the guts to go out?
See you. Those girls can do anything. I'm sure you know Kiton, their new roommate.
I know Kiton now.
She too was there. She was introduced to Nelson Olanrewaju. And she agreed to be his girl.
You don't mean it. I really hope that girl knows what she's doing. In fact, she must really be silly. Everyone knows Nelson goes after anything in skirts. And that he changes his girls like someone trying on clothes and checking them.
Anyway, what's my own? Guess what? They were dancing yesterday. And they held themselves so closely, not even a knife could pass through them.
On the first day?
On the first day.
Kiton must really be cheap.
Very cheap.
And the funniest thing is, I'm very sure our sister Henry does not know what she's doing.
That one?
Yes.
She's so religious and pious. Always looking for an opportunity to preach.
Kiton, I decided to talk to you because I can no longer sit and watch you go astray.
Talk about what?
We are from a Christian home. And we are expected to portray it. No, don't do that. I told you not to move with your roommates, BC and Joke. And you promised not to do so. But now I hear stories. I hear that you now sneak out of school with them. Kiton, is it true? Answer me, Kiton.
It is true, okay?
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you leave school with them?
My dear sister, you talk as if you like the way you are. As if sometimes you two don't wish to have fun like normal people do.
Kito, I like my life. I am happy serving God. You sound as if you are tired of being born again and you now prefer the world.
You couldn't be more right. See, I am damned tired. I'm tired of having to hear the Bible every day. I'm tired of having to eat to advice that makes me miss all the fun my mates are having. I am damned tired.
Kito, are you saying you are no longer born again? Are you leaving Zion for Babylon? Do you now want to frolic with the world and live your life the way BC and Joke do?
Yes, my dear sister. I mean, Joke and BC have brought out the fun in me. They've taught me how to have fun. Now, look at me. If you must know, I even have a boyfriend.
Oh my God.
His name is Nelson. I'm sure you know him. Religious sister. Let me ask you this. Have you ever in your life experienced a French kiss from a well-grown-up guy? You see, you are missing out on lots of fun, Harry.
I can't believe this.
You better believe it. See, it's so hot in here. I think I would like to leave.
Kito, let me remind you of something. There's a way that seems right unto a man.
But the end of it is destruction, as we all know. I assure you, dear sister, that I am not on the path of destruction, but on the path of endless fun. And one more thing.
Be rest assured that I, Hola Kiton Williams, will enjoy myself to the fullest. Bye-bye, Mother Teresa.
Never looking back, turning in a wild
Hey baby.
Hi, what's up?
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh no.
You are here alone tonight?
Yeah.
What of DJ and Lucky?
DJ's in the room sleeping and Lucky has traveled home. You look pretty tonight, girl.
Really?
Yeah, and I have a surprise for you.
Surprise?
Yeah.
What is it?
Now close your eyes, close your eyes. Just close your eyes and let me bring it. Is your eyes closed?
You might want him.
Take it easy now. Close your eyes, just close your eyes.
You're going too far now.
Listen, take it easy. You don't want what I want to do.
Okay.
No.
Take it easy.
Don't worry, come on, Damn. Shit, man.
Victor, what is wrong with you? What is the problem now? Tell me, what is happening?
It is Nelson.
Nelson. What did Nelson do to you? Victor, what did Nelson do to you?
He wanted to have sex with me.
Did he succeed? Look at me. Did he succeed? Did he do it?
No, but he has wounded me with his nose.
You see what I've been telling you? You said you wanted to have fun. You went ahead and had a boyfriend. It is only your innocent body they want, Kito. Besides, you have disappointed God. You need to repent. You have to come back.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. See, these are the things I've been telling you. It's already light out, Kiton. We have to go now. We'll talk in the morning, but I'll take you to your room now. Come.
You messed up, girl. You messed up. Why are you behaving like a baby? Is that why you are crying, eh? Is that why you are crying? So, Kiton,
don't you know sex is part of fun? It is part of it. You don't think it's only to buy things for you and walk about is what is called boyfriend, girlfriend. It's part of it, girl. Let them do it to you. It's fun.
You have disappointed me, Kiton. You have. You behaved like an inexperienced chicken before Nelson and all his friends. They might even think that we are all like you too.
Bilsh. Kiton, do you mean no one has ever attempted that to you before, eh? Not even at home. Your brother's friends, neighbors. Oh, my sister. Dude, you have to wake up. They didn't do it to you. It's fun.
Kiton, you have to go and beg Nelson. You have to go and beg Nelson. That's what I'm telling you.
You mean I should go and beg him?
Yeah. You know what you will do? You go and meet him. You will tell him that you did not mean to refuse. That you were only menstruating. That was why you refused. You have to redeem your image, girl.
Yes. Look, Jesus has come to the world, so we don't need any other Virgin Mary.
He's my God and my Lord. He's my strength within. When darkness covers my path and I stumble through,
I'm very sorry. I didn't knock. Young lady, stop hiding your face. I'm not interested in seeing it. Anyway, Johnson, I came to call you. Today is CD. Or have you forgotten?
Oh,
we are late already.
Look, I'm tired. I'm not going. Will you sign my name for me?
No! What excuse will I give the ZI and the CLO?
That you are busy destroying young souls?
Don't insult me. Don't insult me, Joe.
I'm very sorry. I'm going.
No, please. Let me send a note to Shegs.
Please hurry up. I'm leaving now. And you, young lady, tomorrow is the school fellowship. Make sure you are there. That is where your life can be repaired.
Please give me the Shegs.
Bye-bye.
I don't know what is wrong with her.
Kopadosi, why didn't you lock the door now?
I'm sorry.
She might go and tell the house mistress now.
She cannot do a thing like that.
Though.
Report, Ke. The best she can do is to preach to you. So don't worry.
Well, you say so. You guys were using some terms like ZI, CD, CLO. What are they meant for?
You get to know too when you become a core member, you know. Okay, let me tell you some. CD is community development. We go around the community thinking about its development. Then ZI is Zona Inspector. And CLO is Corpus Liaison Officer. You get to know later. BC. You know, the last time I sent somebody to your room now.
Kopataiwo.
Yes, sir.
I know you to be a very hardworking person. And I know you are also committed to your work. But I am hearing a lot of stories around. I hear you are always preaching to students, teachers, organizing fellowships. I hear a lot of complaints.
Don't mind them, sir. I thought you said you want the school to be academically excellent. The students to be disciplined.
Yes, and that is why I don't want any distractions.
That's exactly what you are doing, sir. We are teaching them ways to be disciplined and how to have a better future. Sir, you know me. I don't joke with classes. I teach the students and also chip in things that can help their morals.
The only way to move the school forward, sir, is for these children to have the fear of God.
I know. You know, I'm a very moderate person too. But I don't want religious excesses in the school. It's very important. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. And we shall continue to be moderate, sir.
Good. Mrs. Olainka, I want to commend you for the good work that you are doing in the female hostel. Please keep it up, okay?
Thank you, sir.
But I hear some girls loiter around after lights out. I want you to see to that, okay?
Okay, sir.
Please do.
Thank you,
and
sir.
Please tell Copper Johnson to see me immediately. All right?
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I don't see you. You don't know me. I've been looking for you all around. So where have you been?
Been here, you know, we are enjoying the breeze.
There's something I want to tell you girls.
What?
Well, listen. I have finally lost my virginity.
You have now gained access to endless fun.
Welcome to the world of the girls. You're not a matured girl.
Yeah.
No, I told you it won't hurt.
What?
It did hurt.
Don't worry.
I didn't like it.
Don't worry. You will get used to it, you know. That's like this for beginners.
Yeah. But wait a minute. I'm still scared. What about all those stories my mom used to tell us that you can get pregnant when a boy touches you?
Keep up. You won't get pregnant.
Are you sure?
I assure you.
And again, something tells me I have sinned. Honestly, I feel dirty. You see, our pastor tells us that sex should be within the confines of marriage.
Come off it, Keaton. Come off it. Forget all those Bible things. Even when your pastor, ask him. I'm sure he did it when he was in secondary school. He told you that. Just ask him.
See, come to think of it. In this present day and age,
I wonder.
Do you think any girl after attending puberty won't want to taste the show?
Sweet.
Okay, if you say so. Okay. Okay, tell us, JK, how did you lose yours?
You want stories?
Yes.
I'll tell you. It happened happened back at home when I was in GSS 2. I was in the choir then, and our choir leader, his name, Brother James, he used to ask me to come to his house for voice training and choir practice. I used to go and, you know, we're having our voice training, and I just noticed that he likes holding me, you know, he likes touching me, he's like caressing me and all. Look at her. I really know. I usually felt it was bad, I was scared. Then one day just went further. And it didn't happen. In fact, the day it happened, it was in the church. We were having choir night vigil. And he just called me out to the back of his car. It's a lie. For real, you know. I was shivering. When I got to him, you know, just started and you know, the whole thing happened. It happened there in the church. Hey! And since then, I just tied him with the devil, you know, that skill. And then, as I continued, initially I was scared. I was actually scared. I thought it was a sin. But come to think of it, he was a choir leader now. And I think he should know more Bible than I do. So, that was how I continued. That's the story. You see? Tell us your story too. Or you are still a virgin. Yeah. See, if I smack that your head, you that you were still with Papa Johnson yesterday. Oh my God. We're only having computer lessons. Indeed. You know that type of computer lesson.
Well, our story is a little bit different from this. My mommy has been so protective from childhood. I never stayed alone. I always follow her wherever she went. And even if she wants to travel, she go and take me to my auntie's place and stay with her. So I felt I was in a cage. And I mean, you know, I read novels and magazines a lot. So I've been imagining how it feels. I've been wondering. So when I got to my auntie's place, she knows she too, she's loose. Oh, that your auntie? Oh, a little bit loose. It was a very great opportunity for me to experiment all those things I've been reading. So when I got to this particular school, and this boy, he always exchange novels and magazines again. And he asked me out. So there's this particular night after prayer, we went to the back of the
back of the dining! Because of that, you know it's fun. Joker! How is me sweet? Mom, we are coming.
I know the Lord will answer my prayer one day. I know the Lord will hear me. Oh God.
Bye, Lord.
Hello, girls. Good evening. How are you?
Hi, thank you.
I'm making some indomie. Will you join me? Look how she's so nice today.
She has always been nice. It's only her preaching her boss. Copper Taiwo. So, you two used to wear these skimpy dresses. And they really look nice on you. And who is this? Okay. She looks so much like you.
It's my twin sister, Kindly.
Look at me. Oh, it didn't even hurt to me. It occurred to me that for every Taiwo there was a Kindly. And she looked so much like you. Where is she now?
She's late.
Oh.
And I hope she's not in hellfire now.
Ah, Copper Taiwo. What do you mean?
Copper Taiwo. Hellfire care. You're so funny. So you could say that of your own sister.
That is the bitter truth. Well, anyway, let's leave our story aside. Check these pictures too.
Maybe you check it first and see this house.
Copper Taiwo, you're even sitting on a guy's lap.
Wow. So you have enjoyed all this, not behave like a saint. See, Copper. In fact, this is serious.
That is exactly why I'm showing these pictures to you. That was my old life. I was blind too at that time. My life was terrible, but Jesus changed my life. He wrote a new story about my life. You see, I was in the mud like you are now. Girls, let me ask you a question. Has any one of you gone for an abortion before?
Abortion? Abortion, okay, no.
I did that several times when I was in SS3. What evil did I not do? I jumped over the fence. I slept with my teachers, even with my fellow students. I lied. I stole. No, every evil you can think of. But there came a time something terrible happened to my family. And that was what led to my salvation. I learned my lesson in a hard way. You see, my prayer for you girls is that you will not wait until when the devil will torment you before you run to your master. I pray you will not wait until when your mother runs mad. Or when somebody dies in your family. Or one evil or the other. Because that was what happened to me. I saw the furnace of fire. You see, when you see me run around preaching to you girls, not that I'm interested in wasting my time, but because I don't want you people to walk in the way of destruction. Girls, I don't know what your decision is. You may keep having fun if you want, but the devil will make fun out of you someday.
No more, Copper Taiwo. These words are too heavy to bear. We have really traded the wrong paths. We have disappointed God. Is there still a way out? I mean, we have gone far.
Yes, of course, girls. There is a way out. Let me hear my own story. Out of the broken pieces of your life, the Lord can build an edifice of hope.
I'm dazed. How did you do it? In fact, I've already zeroed them on my mind for the devil, thinking they can never change. I'm so happy that
you were able to convince them.
Let's give all glory to God, Mrs. Ayinka. It is God. Who are we to change men? It's only Him that can do it. You know what? I just had a revelation about BC. Then the Holy Spirit gave me the interpretation that their souls are ripe for harvest. So I just called them to my room. And what did I tell them? Say the same story. But I shared my past life with them, and that was all. They started weeping. How the Lord did it, I don't know myself. I don't understand. It is a miracle. God.
I'm so happy. Do you know why I'm excited? I'm happy because for those girls to be saved, it's a great harvest. You know why? They are a great influence on other students. I just pray that the Lord will uphold them.
Amen.
I'm happy. I'm so happy. May God bless you.
Amen, ma.
What exactly are you people talking about? I mean, we are now changed persons. We have given our lives to Christ. Don't you understand?
Kito, we shall no longer fornicate, or tell lies, or cheat in class, or read bad novels or magazines. Don't you get it?
Going to parties.
Hey!
Let's not rush it. What actually happened to you girls that made you make such unreasonable decisions? Kito, we have realized that we've been treading the pathway of destruction. We've also realized that God has not been pleased with the way we've been living our lives. We have disappointed God. Don't you understand?
Kito, you know, somehow every man knows what is actually right or wrong, but the power to say no is what is always missing. But now we've got the power to say no to sin. We are totally committed to serving Jesus, you know.
I now get it.
I get it.
Good. So, why don't you join us?
Join you?
Never. I'm at the peak of my having fun now, and I'm not ready to abandon it. Let me rock some more.
Hey, what do you say, Kito? Are you not moved by the fact that we are changed?
Not one bit. Everyone has his own life to live, my dear. Kito, you know that somehow we are responsible for your present state. We drew you into it, but we are not saying that you should stop it. It doesn't pay. Kito, please stop it. It's so good. I said no. People have enjoyed life in time past. Please let me rock some more. Well, maybe sometimes later I'll also settle down for boredom as you want to. Oh my God. Kito! I don't know why Copper Johnson wants to see us.
I hope it is not one of those lustful requests.
If it is, then the answer is sure.
Come home back from Babylon. Take me out for my Babylon.
Hey girls. Since when did we begin to shake hands? I beg, give me a romantic rap.
Come on. We don't have so much time. The school fellowship will soon start and we're supposed to be there, okay?
Fellowship? Since when did you begin to go to fellowship?
See, I'm leaving. I think it doesn't have anything to say.
But you people are behaving strange now. For the past 2 weeks now, you have been avoiding me. I sent for you to come here so that we can perfect plans for tonight's party. I've already arranged for the ride.
That is the problem. Copper Johnson, we no longer attend such an holy gatherings. We are now regenerated. Can't you see?
Regenerated?
Yes. Yeah. See me, I don't have time to waste it at all. Because it saddens my heart that you are the one that worsened that situation till now. You drew us further for Christ. I regret all the things we've been doing together. Because it's really paining me. How I wish those things never happened. I'm not even sure you know sex is a sin outside marriage. Look, whichever water Kobataro drank that made that to be like that, you need to drink it too. Look, you are a disgrace.
You see, take it cool now, you see.
Imagine that rat talking to me like that.
Anyway, Copper Johnson, we are now born again. Why don't you also give your life to Christ? Surrender to him who shed his blood for you. I mean, surrender to him. What do you think?
You talk more sensibly than your friend. But you know, it's not that easy. It's not easy at all. You know, man has to enjoy it now. And the phone has to continue.
What is the problem? Are you crazy? You son of the devil.
These girls, they mean business, yeah?
So what on earth were you still discussing with him? Can you just imagine the nonsense? Do you know that idiot tried to force me to bed again? Hey,
I told you, said I should keep quiet. You can see.
Let's just go.
Hey girls, how are you?
Hey,
BC and Joke.
We didn't know you are around.
Papa Taiwo, come and see Wala. It's Papa Johnson again. He even tried me.
It's okay. Please come in and let's discuss. Is that so? He even tried that while we were preaching to him?
Yes. I don't know how someone could be so unrepentant.
You see, it is the grace of God. See, sin is a tax master. It bounds you. Unless you see a deliverer, you will remain in its pangs. You know how long we too had the gospel before we decided for Jesus. See, sin blinds the inner eye. So let's just keep praying for him. Because the devil will not just release his soul like that, except by prayers.
Well, we will keep praying for him.
Good. And BC, you don't talk to an unbeliever, Ashley, lest you harden his heart. You talk with love, okay?
Okay, ma.
And also in preaching to the opposite sex, more so someone you have had things together with in the past, you must be very, very careful. Gentle as dove, but wise as serpents.
We were the ones that introduced boys to her. We encouraged her to have. We encouraged her to have sex. Auntie, we taught her so many evil things. We taught her to drink all sorts. We taught her to cheat in tests, in exams. We taught her how to jump over the school fence. We even taught her to masturbate. I feel so sad now when I see her doing those things. It's so painful.
I don't know why she refused to join us in the faith. At least we that she met in the world said we are tired.
Yeah.
Why should she remain in sin? Why? I don't just understand. I don't.
I understand all you have said. It's a sad story, but don't blame yourselves. Don't feel guilty. You see, the devil just used you as instruments of destruction for her then. So don't worry. The Lord will teach us what to do about it. No man can save a soul except God. Cheer up, girls. Cheer up. It is not your business. It is God's business.
Ari, I love this your book.
Thank you. My dad got it for me last week.
Hey, maybe I'll pick it up later.
No problem.
Yeah. I don't
want to go and do my geography assignment.
Which one?
You are asking me which one? The one Mr. Adetola gave to us.
The one on mapping or something?
Exactly.
I'll do it later. I'm tired now. I'll come and join you in class later.
Okay.
You are coming for prayer group meeting in the evening, no?
Yes. Yes. But I'm going to my room now. I'm a little bit hungry.
Okay.
Okay.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Are you doing
good? How are you?
My team.
Busy and care.
Good to see you.
You too.
How you
be a day?
Thank God. Good to be in your room.
Good to see you too. You're welcome.
It's a fine looking sister.
Thank you.
Try again. I want Kiton to change too. I want her to be born again.
Yes.
Please try and do.
I'm encouraged. I mean, to think that you girls, Joker and BC, you can give your lives to Christ is almost like a miracle to me. And I believe that God that changed you girls can also change my sister. It's just that it's very sad. Kiton Williams, she's from a Christian home. Our parents brought us up in the way of the Lord. I don't understand why she should derail. She left Zion for Babylon. She has really gone far. I'm afraid, I don't know, if she continues this way, she may even lose her virginity. Anyway, I'm encouraged. I'll talk to her. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Christian.
Ari, let me say this, not to sadden your heart or anything, but just for you to know how urgent it is for you to go and preach to Kiton, so that you can preach to her with all the zeal you have in you. See, Kiton is no more a virgin. It's true. She lost that a long time ago. Kiton now drinks. She drinks whole salt. She cheats in tests, in exams. She reads pornographic magazines. She even masturbates. Although it's so sad that we led her into all this. I mean, we taught her to do all of them. Please, come and talk to her. Come and talk to her in time. Come and talk to her so that we can be delivered from this guilt. Please, the guilt is too much on us. Please talk to her. Good day.
I'm tired. I think I want to leave. Let me go and sleep.
Okay then, you can go. But do you remember tomorrow is August 17th?
Yes, now. Today is 16th and tomorrow will be 17th. So what's so special about
August 17th?
Tomorrow is my birthday! Thanks for reminding me. I've completely forgotten.
I knew you had forgotten, but I can't forget that date because I had made special plans for that day. I made great plans.
What plans do you have for me?
It's gonna be a surprise, but I will buy you a gift.
Wow!
And then we're gonna rock the night.
Wow!
That means we're sneaking out tomorrow night.
Yes, darling. I can't wait for tomorrow to come.
Now, so good now before Mrs. Zola discovers you are missing.
Okay.
So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Good night.
Take care of yourself, eh?
Okay.
In the name of Jesus. Oh, we pray in the name of Jesus.
Yes, ma'am. You are going back to school now. I want you to obey the rules and regulations of the school. Wherever you are asked to stay, I want you to stay there. Remember this home that you have come from. I don't know more than God. Behave like decent children from godly home. You can go now.
August 17. What a day. Lord Jesus, I beg you, help me to win special souls to your kingdom today. Help me, Lord.
Happy birthday to you.
Excuse me, guys. I think we need to ask her of her age. So
Yeah.
let's go.
What's going on here? And who is marking his birthday?
Kitana.
Who's Kito? You? Happy birthday. I know you must be very, very happy today. That's good. August 17 is also a special date for me.
Your birthday?
Not my birthday. It was the day I lost my twin sister. She died a very terrible death. She died in agony. She bled to death. And also my mother. Something terrible happened to her. I'm sorry, students. I almost spoiled your day. I'm very sorry. Shall we sing for her again? Happy birthday to you. I'm not singing. So yeah, let's sing for her again. Happy birthday to you. I'm not singing. Anyway, since people are not interested in singing, let's go for my lesson. We can go back to your classes.
Free and I am back from Babylon.
I want to know about that your twin sister that you talked about. What happened to her? And you said something about your mother too. You know today is my birthday, and you said something happened to her that same August 17th. I want to know.
Kito, I don't know you are this inquisitive. August 17 is a story I don't like sharing. Candy, my twin sister, she bled to death. And something terrible happened to my mother. You know what, Kito? I have a meeting with the principal now. So let's do it this way. Come to the Corpus Lodge after the school hours. Is that okay with you?
It's okay.
I will tell you the full story. Are you ready?
Yes, thank you.
I was deeply in the word.
I lured Koinde into immorality. I always hate seeing her keeping to herself. So, I organized boyfriends for her. We started sneaking out of the school compound together. People preached to us, but we refused because we hated anything born again or going to fellowship. We liked going to parties and doing all sorts of things. And then, Koinde started an affair with a copper in our school. I can never forget him. His name is Upong. He was serving then in our school. Copper Upong was very promiscuous. He slept with almost every girl in the school, including the female teachers. Well, suddenly, Koinde got pregnant. That was her own first time. Then, I had aborted several times. When she told me this, I told her it was not a big deal. That my friends and I have a way of getting rid of it. There was a man who had a clinic then that we used to go to. Koinde refused. She said she's scared she may die. She quickly ran to Copper Upong, who now gave her an alternative solution. On August 17, Copper Upong gave Koinde a liquid. He claimed that the pregnancy will come down, and it has worked several times. My sister took the liquid. It was first stomach pain.
Number 3. 2x plus 3 equals 0. How do we simplify it? Now you are going to separate the different integers. You put like integers on the same side. Let 2x be on the left side and okay. Now, minus 3. So what is our x now? X equals... Yes, what's that?
My tummy. What's wrong with your tummy? Koinde. Talk to me now. What is it? My tummy. And before we knew it, she started bleeding from her private parts. And at the same time, she was vomiting blood. It was a terrible scene. She bled to death right there in the school compound. Postmortem test said the liquid she took had expired and it has turned to an acid. This tore Koinde's womb into pieces. She died in agony. Within 6 hours of taking the liquid, she died in my hand. It was a very sight. The corpse of Koinde was brought home, and immediately my mother set her eyes on her dead daughter. She lost her sanity. She was mad totally. I I mean totally. She's still in that state up to today. Madness for 7 years. I'm still praying for her because I believe in miracle. Copper Upon. Only God will reward you wherever you are today. He ran away immediately after the incident. The devil used him to terminate Corinne's life. And according to God's word, I know Corinne must be in hellfire now. Except I want to deceive myself. The whole experience was too much for me to bear. Nobody preached to me before I ran to my maker. I sought for salvation with tears. I came to know Christ in a very hard way. Then I pray to God that when the time will come that I will be a copper, I'm going to influence the lives of the young ones positively. Because the mark of what Copper Upon did to my family is indelible. I also prayed that I should be posted to a school where I will have access to secondary school students, and the Lord answered my prayer. That is why I am here today, telling my story on August 17th to a student who was born on August 17th. I am sure it is not a mere coincidence. There is something the Lord wants to do in your life. I know there is a reason why the Lord has brought you. Sorry, Lord. Lord, I'm sorry. Thank you, Jesus. I'm sorry for my mistake. No, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I know you always have I in your mind. Lord, I'm sorry. Thank you, Lord. Only you can do this. No man can do it. Listen.
I need to talk to you. Yes.
Take your seat.
Thank you.
Johnson, is anything the matter? You are looking so dull. I have no problem.
Everything is the matter. Everything.
What is it? Tell me.
I've been feeling very restless since afternoon. I've been feeling very unhappy about how I have lived my life in the past 1 year in this school.
Is that so?
Yes.
Praise God, though. But what suddenly happened that you start changing your mind? I mean, you were talking a different way this afternoon.
Wait, Taiwo, please tell me, what happened to that Copper Upong in that your secondary school? After doing all those terrible things to your twin sister, what now happened to him?
Copper Upong? Were you...
No. Forget that. I heard everything you told that girl. Every bit of it. I was listening. But the part that now touches me most is what Copper Upong did to your sister. What did you not do to him?
Copper Upong, such a terrible person. He spoiled the lives of so many girls. He killed my sister. Only God will reward him wherever he is today. You know what? After the incident, we all went to his room to discover that he has disappeared. Somebody told us that they saw him packing all his loads and jumping over the fence. He disappeared into thin air. That's the end of the story.
You see, Taiwo, I feel very sorry for my sins too. I have lived a very reckless life. How will I rebuild my image before God and the people of the school? How? Where do I start from?
Johnson, start from the cross. The cross of Jesus Christ is your refuge. Confess your sin to him and he will forgive you.
I have been doing that since afternoon. Ever since I heard you discussing that thing in the afternoon, I've been confessing my sins. But can the Lord hear me? I mean, my hands are too full of sins.
Oh no. Jesus said, if anyone comes to him, he will in no wise cast away. Anyone, Johnson. Anyone. Johnson, are you ready to give your life to Jesus Christ? So that we can pray together.
Yes, I am.
You may not see me this night as formerly arranged. Between last night and this afternoon, a million things have happened. I have decided for Jesus. You need to make such decisions too. Thanks for the gift you sent. I am sorry I have to return it. I am no more your girlfriend. Everything may look so sudden to you, but it all came over me too like a tornado. I can't understand too.
I knew it. This must be the handiwork of our elder sister. If she won't she allow others to? She must have advised her to dump.
You see, it must really be a joke. It must be a joke because, my God, I must see Kitan tomorrow morning. I must make sure I see Kitan tomorrow morning, man. What has gone over her?
Wait, you guys, you mean my own Kitan is doing all that? Are you serious? Hey,
look, Ari, only God knows what Kopataiwo told Kitan. All through my life since I've been in this school, I've never seen Kitan that broken before. Hey,
that Kopataiwo must be an angel. Hey, Kitan came out to the room yesterday. She would think she had disappointed God. She had dishonored God with her body. She even said she has been a prodigal daughter all this while.
He was just rude.
Oh my God, I'm happy. My own Kitan, you guys, wait, my own Kitan is in all that. God, I thank you.
We are in the open now. We are in the open.
Let's go and press God inside. Let's have it.
Wait, open. Wait, where's Kitan?
You mean you haven't seen her today?
It is what can find, such is the life of man. I'm free and I am back from Babylon.
Love is in the house now. To house many will need. Don't you ever be proud to hold the
You see, Ma, I have gone through the test and I can see that you're okay and fit to go back to school.
Thank you, Ma.
You're welcome. But wait, you're such a good-looking girl. And do you have a boyfriend or should I ask my brother to apply?
No, doctor.
But why? Is it because you don't want one or you don't want my brother to?
I mean, you shouldn't tell your brother to apply. Although I used to have one, but I've terminated the relationship because I discovered I was doing the wrong thing.
Okay, I see. But when did you call it quit?
Well, like 3 weeks ago.
No problem. Let me allow you to take your leave now. But please, while going, go to the lab and give them the sample of your urine. And please tell the principal that I will soon get in touch with him.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. See you some other time.
Okay, no problem. Probably tomorrow. Come in. So we'll meet tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye.
Good afternoon, ma.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ma. You must be Miss Pamela.
Yes.
BC Onafora's guardian.
Yes.
I'm a teacher from our school.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Do have your seat.
Thank you. Madam, recently, BC was taking her normal classes in the school. And something happened.
What happened?
Well, there's nothing to worry about. Please, can you come to the school tomorrow by 2 p.m.?
I'll be there, but what exactly is the problem?
There's nothing to worry about, madam. Just be in the school tomorrow by 2 p.m. And see the principal.
Okay.
I have to take my leave now.
But, teacher, please can you tell me exactly what's happening?
Madam, there's nothing to worry about. Just be in the principal's office tomorrow by 2 p.m.
I'll be there.
Thank you.
Oh my
What is the revelation I saw? I just felt I had to come and share it with you quickly. You see, I was so bothered. I asked the Holy Spirit. I asked the Holy Spirit what the revelation meant. And the Holy Spirit focused on forgiveness. I was wondering how that could have related to you. I mean, you have been so upright. You are right with the Holy Spirit, you are right with God. I don't understand. Tell me, Kopataiwo, is there anybody you have not forgiven yet? Do you have any bitterness against anybody?
I can't understand this, man. Because I've forgiven everyone that offended me then. I just remember something now. But it can't be. 7 years ago, ma. Then we were in secondary school. SS3 precisely. There was this couple that was serving in our school then, Upong by name. And my two sister got pregnant for him. This couple gave my sister something to drink, and after taking it, she died. It killed my sister. Only God will reward you wherever you are today. But then I've forgiven him. Though the pain is still there.
Oh, there you go again. There you go again, Kopataiwo. That is it. You still have not forgiven this brother. You remember why Jesus died for us? He died for us when we were yet sinners. He forgave us all our sins. He killed my twin sister. It doesn't matter, Kopatayo. Sinners killed Jesus. They killed him. Why they killed him? He said, Father, forgive them, for they knew not what they were doing. Why don't you assume that this Emperor or whatever his name is, didn't know what he did then? Why don't you forgive him from your heart? I pray for him. Unforgiveness is a sin of bitterness. And anybody with bitterness does not love God. For you to make heaven, you must love. You must love your neighbor. This is a serious matter. So Naika, it is difficult. I find it difficult to forgive him. You just have to forgive him. So that all your labor will not be in vain. All your soul winning, reaching to all these girls, to be in vain. Oh. I forgive you. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Please, Ma, pray for me. Thank you, Jesus.
What happened? I hope there's nothing wrong with BC.
Madam, recently BC fell sick and she was brought to the school clinic. There were complaints of fever, tiredness and incessant vomiting.
Oh, has she been treated well now? Is she okay? I hope it's not typhoid fever.
Well, you see, we have carefully questioned BC, and she confessed to having had affairs with some boys.
Madam, so unfortunate, because what has happened is irreversible. This is no time for you to scream on her, abuse her, beat her up or even isolate her. You really need to give her more attention and, show her love and care. And you need to nurture her and try to, help her prepare for motherhood. I don't understand all what you're talking about.
Madam, BC needs very careful attention at this stage. As a matter of fact, she has to withdraw from the school. Besides, we don't allow pregnant ladies to stay in our hostels.
Pregnant ladies?
Yes, madam.
How do you mean, principal?
Madam, your girl is pregnant.
What?
Please, can you take it easy?
No.
Take it easy.
No, this is you pregnant? Just no. This is not possible. This is why? Why? You're pregnant. This is not possible.
It's one of those things, really.
You want to destroy your life?
Take it easy. It's one of those things. You don't have to shout on her. She doesn't need it at this time. She only needs love and care.
BC, you pregnant?
Kitan, wait now. Kitan, please. Kitan, please wait. See, we can talk this over. Kitan.
We can't talk anything over. Look, I've explained to you and you don't seem to understand. I said we cannot continue. I have given my life to Christ. I am now a child of God. Please let me obey God. Don't distract me.
See, what I mean is, I still love you, girl. I still love you. See, you can't just leave me like this. See, you can be born again. You can go to fellowship. You can do anything you want to do. But let's still continue to rock together. Let's still continue to rock together, Kitan. See, before my intention was just to use you and dump you, but that was my intention at first. But now it is impossible. My heart has cleaved to you, Kitan. My heart has cleaved to you.
Well, seems you don't understand. I don't think I can explain anymore. I pray that God gives you two an encounter. But as for me, no turning back.
Kitan, wait now. Kitan.
Oh, sweet sister. How are you? I'm fine.
Nelson, I've been wanting to see you.
See me?
Yes.
What?
Nelson, I want you to give your life to Christ too.
Jesus died for you too, you know. And he's not happy the way you're living.
Excuse me. What's nonsense? Look, I asked for you, you're still coming back to me. You have to change your mind. You don't have any choice.
Me? Change my mind? God forbid. Never to go back to Babylon. I'm back in Zion to stay. Thank you so much, Harry. Thank you for your prayers.
Keaton? What is it again, Keaton?
I have traded my prize. I don't think I can regain it again.
No. Keaton, don't talk like that. Listen, God has preserved you and he has restored you and we should thank God. Think about BC that was kicked out of school because she got pregnant. You didn't get pregnant. You are here. You are still in school. That is what is important. You have been preserved and you have been restored. And I want you to know that God has given you a new future. Please, I don't want you to think about this and be sad ever again. Anytime you think about this, just thank God, okay? It's alright. Now, I was really come to see you over something very important.
What is it?
Kopa Taiwo has finished her service here and she's leaving us on Tuesday.
What? So that nice auntie is leaving us. Oh God.
She has been so nice. She has affected everybody around her. I want us to get her a gift.
Yes, we must buy her a gift. We must appreciate her. How I wish we have up to 10,000 naira to buy her a gift.
10,000 what?
10,000 naira.
Where are we going to get such money from?
God can provide. See, we'll call Daddy and explain to him.
He told 10,000 naira.
Can do it.
10,000 naira.
I'll do it, Joe.
Okay, we can try. She's worth it.
Yes.
She has really been positive in this school. God bless Kopa Taiwo. Unlike some people, they'll be remembered for chasing around anything in blue skirt. Kopa Johnson.
Look at you.
Kopa Johnson.
I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
Kopa Johnson too is not born again.
Kopa Johnson born again. It's a lie.
It is true.
It's a lie. Kopa Johnson cannot be born again. Kopa Johnson is not born again. Everybody makes mistakes. Some are more costly than others, but this is not the end of your life. I want you to hold on to God and continue to pray. If the moon is out tonight, if the sun rises tomorrow, then take heart because God is on the throne. The rose shall bloom again. Your friend, Ariola Williams.
BC, please don't despair. We are all missing you and praying for you. We all pay for our wrong decisions, but I also believe in God's loving forgiveness that gives us a new future. I believe you can still be someone in life. BC, please do not give up. I'm praying for you. Your friend, Keaton.
BC, I am missing you. I have tried to stop crying since you left school, but I think of you every day. You will still be my best friend forever, no matter what happens. And I want you to know that this is not the end of our lives. I believe that Jesus can still help a helpless situation. So let us keep praying to God. We are all missing you and we love you. Your bosom friend, okay?
Auntie, yes? This is Kopa Taiwo, my teacher in school.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mom. How's everything?
Fine.
BC, get something for her.
Okay. Oh no, don't worry, Bisi. I'm okay, ma.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma.
You're okay?
Yes, ma. Okay. So, how is everything now?
Fine, thank you.
So, Bisi, how are you?
I'm fine, ma.
Excuse me, ma. I've come to discuss an issue with you.
Go ahead.
Bisi confided in me on phone about the plan we have for tomorrow. Excuse me, ma. What happened to Bisi is not the end of her life. And in trying to abort the pregnancy, anything can happen.
So what do you suggest?
I will suggest she keep the pregnancy and have the baby.
Do what? You mean she should give birth to a bastard at this age? Oh, I can see that you really love my niece more than I do. Are you telling me that if Bisi was your own sister, you would allow her to carry the baby and drop out of school? Hey, when the principal had already told her that she can't continue at school with her pregnancy, you're now telling me that she should keep the baby? The bastard? Never. No, she can't keep the baby. She can't.
You see, ma, my twin sister lost her life 7 years ago when she was trying to abort a pregnancy, just at her age. And the whole you put the family in a trauma. In fact, my mother is still a patient in the psychiatric hospital up till now. So now, I really understand what you are saying, but you see, even if this operation is successful, maybe because it's handled very well, the guilt of being a murderer will always remain in her mind forever. So please, ma, I want you to really consider this thing, ma. I know there is a way out of this, ma.
Yes? The way out is to get rid of the unwanted thing. And for my niece to go back to school. Bisi, can you see what you've gotten yourself into? I told you, but you will never listen. My young lady, I can't allow my niece to give birth to that baby at this age. It's a shame. In fact, people must not know it ever happened. The family must not know. And no one does not get to know it ever happened. She can't keep the baby. She has to get rid of that baby.
There are better options, ma. I've discussed with their house mistress, Mrs. Olayinka, and she's willing to take her to her place. So she'll be staying there at the same time attending her classes. And when it's time for her to put to bed, she'll come back home. Please, madam.
Auntie, I want to keep the baby. I don't want to kill it. I don't want to be a party to murder. I cannot live with the guilt. Auntie, please. I want to keep this baby.
10,000 naira. Were you asked to bring that in school?
No, but we need it for someone. We want to buy a gift from someone. A couple that is living in our school. She has been so nice.
You want to use 10,000 naira to buy a gift? Harry, you cannot be serious.
No, Dad, it's not like that. This is very important, Daddy. Please.
Bring the phone. Just bring it. Daddy, please, we are begging you. You know we've never asked for such a thing before. Daddy, please. Please, Daddy.
It's alright. No, it's alright. It's alright. I will make sure I come to your school tomorrow. I'm going to come along with your mommy. And then I would like to see for myself what you want to use the money for. Okay?
Would you bring the money along?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just wait for me. I'll come tomorrow. Okay?
Alright. Bye-bye.
So what did they say?
They say they need 10,000 naira.
And let's give it to them. Maybe they ask them to pay for something in school.
Something in school? They want to use it to buy a gift for somebody.
Gift? Yes! Ridiculous. That's too much.
Oh my God.
So what did you tell them?
I told them we'll be coming tomorrow. Yes. That we'll be coming together tomorrow to see what they want to use the money for.
Yes, we will be there. I just hope these girls are serious in their work. I hope they are not going about with frivolities.
Maybe these children think I'm rich because I'm a bank manager.
Maybe they think you own the bank.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God! I can't believe this.
Okay. But why has evil filled your heart so much? These small boys planning such evil?
This is unbelievable. Henry, sorry. I hope they didn't hurt you.
It's okay, Henry, it's okay.
Oh, you are gone in this school. You are gone. Useless boy. Get away from here. Move. Boys, just look at them. Oh.
I know you were never aware of all this, but it was this copper Taiwo that God used to restore Kiton.
Kiton? Where did you learn all this?
Daddy, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was doing.
But where on earth did you learn that from?
Our roommates, Mommy. She had terrible roommates. And they were a great influence. But all that is in the past now. I just told you so that you know why we are asking for that kind of money. Kiton is a new person now. And Kopataiwo came in when Kiton wasn't ready to listen to anybody. In fact, she had become a thorn in my own flesh. I was tired. But I don't know what Kopataiwo told her. She's a new creature now. It's all new now. Everything is over.
Anyway, Harry, Mommy, I think we still have to rejoice. We have to thank God. I mean, supposing we're someone like this, only to be told that Kiton is pregnant or he's been arrested in a party. What would we have done? So I think we still have to thank God. We still have to thank God. We still have to thank God. So I would like to meet Kopataiwo. Where's Kopataiwo now?
I'll go and call her, Daddy.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Welcome, my dear.
Thank you, sir.
I guess you're Kopataiwo.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank God, sir.
You see, the girls have spoken so much about you. And we're particularly delighted about what you did.
Okay.
We thank you so much for leading Kiton back to the Lord. For restoring her and everything. We thank you.
We bless God, sir. Because only Him can do such a thing, sir.
May God help you, my dear. May God bless you.
Amen.
May God uphold your family.
Amen.
You will always be a blessing to your parents.
Amen.
I learned you'll be passing out soon.
By tomorrow, the school will be sending us forth, sir.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And God will provide a very good job for you.
Amen. That's my prayer.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So what's your discipline?
I read accountancy in the university, sir.
That's wonderful. You may need to send your CV to me. Maybe I will be of help.
I'm so grateful, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you,
welcome.
sir. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye, sir.
So, thank you. So, girls, this is the money you asked for.
Thank you, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy.
Thank you. Mommy and Daddy, there's something else I want to tell you.
What?
What's it?
I narrowly escaped being raped by some boys yesterday.
Raped? How?
Where?
Who?
When?
Today is a very special meeting to send off our youth coppers. But before we get to that, there is an important issue that we need to bring to the attention of all of you. This school is noted for high level of discipline, but some children of the devil want to spoil our name, and we will not allow it. Nelson Olarewaju.
Sir.
Deji Kelani.
Sir.
Now walk up to this place. Quick, come on, walk up to the platform. Now you stand over there. These two stupid boys tried to rape a female student in the school premises yesterday. Quiet! I know some of you have such evil desires too. But listen, we shall stand against all atrocities in the school. Never are we going to allow indiscipline. No! Not as long as I am the principal here. Nelson Olarewaju and Deji Kelani, you are expelled from this school from now on. Get to the hostel, pack out all your things, and leave immediately. Your parents are already waiting at the gate to take you home. Now you may leave. That will be a lesson for some of you who may have such desires too. Some of you may be jumping fence, breaking schools and regulations, and even some are carrying Orijo into examination hall. We shall not allow it. So watch out, for we shall deal with all of you. Now to the business of the day. Mr. Adetuji, please take over.
Thank you. About a year ago, 2 corps members were posted to this school, Corporal Taiwo and Corporal Johnson. Both of them have really served this school with their youthful strength. Tomorrow is their official passing out day, and so they are going to leave this school. But before they go, I want every one of us to sing this song as a departing song for them. Till we meet again, till we meet again, till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet again, till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. I'm sure you will have 1 or 2 things to tell the students.
Boys and girls, it is expedient for us to live now, so that we can move forward in life. We have enjoyed your company, and we pray that the God of heaven will grant you understanding in all your studies. Amen. And whatever good lesson you people have learned from us, please hold on to it, because it may help you in your future. The Lord be with you all. Amen.
Boys and girls, I don't have anything to say, but just one thing. And the only thing I want to say is that please always do good. For the good you do is the only thing you will be remembered for. Please always do good. For the good you do is the only thing you will be remembered for. Thank you. I am aware that some of you have gifts that you want to present to these corps members. Before the school will officially present her own gifts, as many of you as have gifts with you to present to them can come now and give them the gifts.
Till we meet again, till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet again, till we meet again. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet
until we meet
Running
again.
over like streams, never looking back, turning in a wild curve. The wall is broken again. The center couldn't hold no more until my friend and savior I found. Now I found my peace and my savior called. He's my God. He's my God and my Lord. He's my strength within. When darkness covers my path and I stumble through, fearlessly who can find, but He's alive who can make. I'm free and I am back from Babylon. Love is in the house now. 2 hearts many will need. Don't you ever be proud to humble before Him. He's ever longing to hold you. Just give your life to Him in truth, and He will lead you back from Babylon. Say He's my God. He's my God and my Lord. He's my strength within. When darkness covers my path and I stumble through, friendless who can find, but He's alive who can make. I'm free and I am back from Babylon. Running over like streams,